welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carolyn. I'm so glad you've joined us today. We're coming to you from our YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, if you would click that subscribe button, we would really appreciate it. We are going to continue working a little deeper stretching into those legs. So not only the hamstrings and the quadriceps, we'll be working into those side legs as well. We will be starting seated and then we'll come to standing. We'll come back to a seated position. And if at any time while we're standing you want to sit back down, feel free. We're also going to be using a strap. And if you don't have a strap, you can do it without it. But you can also substitute a necktie or a belt or a scarf. So any of those substitutions would be great as well. All right. Well, let's get started. So we're going to sit up really tall in our chair. We're not leaning back. So our spine is lifted. Think about having something here on the top of your head and you're just pulling your head up towards the ceiling. And as you do that, I don't know if you noticed, but all of a sudden that belly pulls in, doesn't it? It almost has to. As you lift the head up, the core begins to engage. Your belly button kind of pulls towards that spine. And I want you to keep that feeling throughout the entire practice. All right, let's think about getting our feet grounded to the earth. So we have those 4 pressure points. We have a point behind the big toe, behind the little toe, and the 2 points of the heel. Think about having all of those pressure points equally weighted on the ground, on the earth. And then think about having your sits bones equally weighted on the chair. Place your hands lightly on the thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes. Focus your attention on your heart center. And breathe. Begin to notice your breath, just your natural inhalation and exhalation. Feel the rhythm of that breath. Begin to elongate the breath, inhaling a little more deeply, exhaling a little more completely. Now we're going to move into our belly breath, engaging our diaphragm. As you inhale, the belly extends. And then as you exhale, you pull the belly button towards your spine, pushing the air up and out of the lungs. Do that a few times at your own pace. And breathe normally. We're going to continue with that same elongated breath. We're going to inhale to 4 counts and exhale to 5 counts, something like this. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe normally. We're going to do that one more time. This time we're going to inhale to 4 counts, and then I want you to exhale to just as many counts as you can. Go ahead at your own pace. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. Just focus in on what you want to accomplish. One more breath. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Feel that stretch. Drop your chin towards your chest. And feel that stretch. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And go ahead and drop the chin towards the chest. Look to the front of the room. Look over the right shoulder. So it's just a gentle twist. Really it's the neck. It's not even twisting the center of the body. It's just the neck. And go ahead and look center. And then we're going to look over the other shoulder and feel that neck stretching. Go ahead and look center and roll your shoulders. I start with an up, back, and down, and then I reverse it. All right, that should feel really, really good. Excellent. Let's move into a cat and cow. So we're just warming up that spine. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. Pull the belly button to the spine. Round the shoulders. Tuck the chin. Look down at your lap. We're going to lift up. Take your thumbs and point them back towards the back wall. Beautiful cow pose. Let's do that again. Move into cat pose, rounding the shoulders, tucking the chin, looking down at your lap. And let's lift up into that cow pose. Let's do that again. Belly button to spine, round the shoulders, tuck the chin, let the head fall. And we're going to lift that heart up. We're going to turn those thumbs to the back wall as we open up into a beautiful cow pose and release. And roll one shoulder at a time. And reverse it. Nice. Come to your mountain pose. Extend those hands to the ceiling. Shoulders are down, palms together. Interlace fingers, palms to the ceiling. And let's lean our mountain. Oh yeah, that feels good. Let's come up and lean our mountain the other way. We're just gently warming up that spine. Let's come up and bring those hands down and release it. All right, are we ready? Let's do that again. Up to mountain pose. Interlace fingers, pointer finger to the ceiling. Belly button is tight. Shoulders are down. All right, let's lean that mountain. Think about extending through that sideways. That opposite hip stays down. Let's come up and let's lean the other way. And come up and bring those hands down and take a little break. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to add the twist. Okay, here we go. Up to mountain pose. Interlace fingers. Up we go. Lean that mountain. Keeping that opposite hip down. Are you ready? Turn and look up at the ceiling. Just a little rotation in that spine. Take that twist out. Come up and lean the other way. Let's turn and look up at the ceiling. Excuse me, take that out. And down we go. I almost choked. And roll your shoulders. And reverse it. Nice. Beautiful. All right, let's get going. So we're going to take our right knee and we're going to open it wide. We're going to let our left knee fall towards the floor. And we're going to start in our crescent lunge for the front side of that leg. So this could be where you want to be with that leg straight down towards the floor. If you want a little more, I'm going to push that foot behind me. I'm up on my back toes and I'm lifting my heart. No matter where you are, which position your leg is in, everybody lift your heart and look over that front thigh. And breathe. All right. If you're with me, you may want to stay right here, but if you've got a little more availability, you want to give it a try, we're going to bring those hands up. I call it goalpost arms. And we're just going to open that heart. Oh yeah, do you feel it? A little bit more. Keep that belly tight. We're lifting that heart up. We're breathing. One more breath. Come back center. Release. And face forward. How'd that feel? Pretty good? All right, let's extend that leg long, lift the heart, and come into the first of various pyramid poses. Just hold it. You're holding onto those thighs if you want to. Just breathe into the stretch, feeling the back side of this leg beginning to open up a little bit, right? I have super tight hamstrings, so it doesn't matter how far down that heart comes. Don't worry about it. Your body is your body. Let's come up. And I can't say that enough, right? So it doesn't matter if my heart is coming down a little further than yours can. Doesn't matter. Keep the proper form and everything will be excellent. And you'll just keep stretching into those muscles. All right, let's take this leg and open it nice and wide. We're going to let this knee fall down. Same thing here with crescent lunge, right? So if this is where it feels better for you and you're staying here, that's fine. But maybe with time, as you continue to do more and more of these these poses throughout the practices, then maybe with time you can begin to move that leg back a little bit. And maybe it's back a little bit more. And then maybe you're lengthening through straightening out that leg a little bit more, back of the kneecap to the ceiling. So we're looking over that front leg. So we're just building. I guess that's my point, right? Is we just begin to build and we work at your own pace. That's why I give you so many modifications. Let's release that and we're going to do that again. Now, if that feels good for you and you're like, yeah, this is great, then just leave it. If you want a little bit more, we're going to take those arms to goalpost, okay? And then we're going to look up where the ceiling and the wall meet. Keep that belly tight. We're extending a little more stretch into that front side of that leg. One more breath. Bring the hands down to the thigh. Release the leg and face forward. Whew, how'd that feel? Good? All right, extend that leg, same leg, and we're going to lengthen through the spine first, just like you got something here, you're pulling up. Then keep the back flat and let the heart fall forward. Right? You feel that? So we're just holding it, the stretch for just a few more breaths, giving that body just a little extra time to react to what we're asking it to do, right? Sometimes we try to go through things so fast, the body's like, well, I don't know what you're trying to get me to do, but if we hold it for just a few moments, let's come up. Sometimes you can get just a little more of give in those muscles, just a little more, right? And that's all we're working on, is just to see if we can get a little bit more. Okay, so what we're going to do first today is we're going to extend this leg out, okay? Now, I will tell you, if you are not on carpet, if your chair is on wood, I want you to stay right here. And we're going to do this one first, and then I'm going to add on. But if you are not on carpet where that chair can scoot out behind you, then I don't want you to do the add-on, and I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so do you see that this leg is a bit at an extension, right? You see that? It's at an angle is what I'm trying to say. It's extended, but it's at an angle. All right, so we're going to lift up, and I want you to turn your shoulders to face that leg. Okay, this knee is staying forward, and then you're going to walk down that leg. All right? You're walking down that leg. You're feeling that leg stretch. You're breathing into it. One more breath. All right, let's walk that leg back up. Walk the leg back up. Walk the hands back up the leg. Whew, we're going to do that again. Let's turn, lengthen, walk your hands down that leg, feeling a little different stretch than when we do straight on pyramid, right? This is pyramid at that angle. Just a little different. One more breath. Walk your hands back up and bring that knee in. Okay. How did that feel? Now, if that hurts the top of your legs, if you can scoot a little towards the edge of your chair, then sometimes that takes the pressure off where the chair just kind of grinds into the top of that leg, okay? Okay, other side. So this leg is going to stay facing forward. It doesn't move. This is the leg that is going to be at an angle, and I'm going to extend it out, okay? So I don't know about you, but I already feel my inner thigh right now. It's beginning to stretch. All right, we're going to extend our spine long. We're going to turn so that our shoulders are square with those toes, and we're going to walk our hands down that leg. You feel it? Ooh, yeah. One more breath and walk your hands back up. I don't know about you, but I also feel my side waist on that, right? Okay, let's turn and walk your hands down. So it's that same hamstring stretch. I'm feeling a little inner thigh stretch, and I'm definitely feeling side waist stretch. One more breath. We're going to walk it back up and come center. Okay. Now here's that piece that I was telling you about that's can be a little uncomfortable if your chair is not stable. So if you aren't on carpet, I would just consider doing what we were just doing. But if you're with me and you're okay, we're going to extend both of those legs long. You know where we're headed, right? My toes are facing towards the ceiling. Now I'm not going to fall out of my chair, so make sure you're on the chair. Extend the spine long and come forward. Right? So if maybe your hands are on your legs, maybe your hands touch the floor. We're letting our heart fall for a nice stretch into those legs. All right, come up. Turn, face that right leg. Keep the left leg long. You see the difference? And walk your hand down. Again, maybe you want to put one hand on the chair for support. Maybe you want to have your hands on the floors for support. There's lots of options here, right? Or bend this knee and keep this leg here for support. There's lots of options. All right, let's walk back up that leg. Come up, turn the other side, and walk down. All right? Your choice. You can have your hands here. You can have your hands on the floor. You can have your hands on your chair. Whatever works for you for support. One more breath and walk it out. All right. Bring those legs in. How does that feel? Whoo, right? Little inner thigh working, outer thigh. We're going to continue with that theme. We're going to come to the right side of our left side of our chair. Extend that left leg out to the side. So we're moving into gate pose. So this leg is facing forward. This leg is extended long out to the side. And if you can, flex your foot and be up on that knife edge, okay? So my foot is not pointed out. Nothing wrong with it, but that's working this muscle. That's not the muscles we're working right now. We're wanting to work this muscle and this muscle, okay? All right, you got it? So the same hand of the leg that's extended is going to come up, and we're going to lean into it, into our gate pose. All right, come up. Put this hand on that chair. Other hand comes up and lean. Let's come up and do that one more time. Extend up to the ceiling first. Lean, bend that supporting elbow that's on your chair, right? This hand is on the chair. Bend that supporting elbow for a little extra stretch. Coming up, opposite hand to the ceiling. Now this hand, maybe it slides down that leg if you have that availability. Coming up, and let's do the other side, all right? So we're coming to the other side of our chair. We're going to extend that leg out. Okay, we're up on the knife edge. That leg is extended. We're up on the knife edge of that foot. The foot is flexed. This knee faces forward. Got it? This hand is on the chair. Here we go. Opposite hand to the ceiling. Lean into it. Come up. Put this hand on that leg. Extend this arm up to the ceiling and lean. All right, let's do that again. See if you can get a little deeper into that stretch. You do that by bending that supporting elbow just a little bit more. And we come up. The opposite hand goes to the ceiling. This hand is going to just kind of slide down that leg. And we're going to come up and have a seat. All right. How do you feel? Grab a little water. We're going to stand up. Okay. Come to the right side of your chair. We're going to turn and we're going to face our chair first. We're going to take the leg that's next to the back of the chair. We're going to put it like under the seat of the chair. And take the opposite leg back behind. All 10 toes are facing forward. Our hips are facing forward. We're going to extend the spine long, and we're going to let our heart fall forward. Put your hands in the chair for a standing pyramid pose. Now, for a little bit more, just simply bend your elbows and let your heart fall forward, right? Maximizing the stretch in that front leg. Let's go ahead and come up, and we're going to do that again, okay? Hips are forward. Put your hands in the chair. Let that heart fall forward. And come up. Okay, now you're going to turn those back toes out at an angle, just like we were going to do a warrior one. Hips stay forward. Extend the spine long. Let the heart fall forward. Just a little different with that foot at an angle. Just a little different. Coming up. And we're going to do that one more time. Here we go. Standing pyramid pose. All right, beautiful. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our feet wider than the feet of your chair. Okay, so I want them wider than the feet of the chair. Take your toes and turn them out. Okay, your toes are turned out. So you're going to begin to feel a little bit more out into those outer thighs, just like we did in gate pose, okay? All right, so we're going to pull our belly button to our spine, and we're going to come forward first. Now, this you're going to feel the inner thigh, right? You feel that? We're going to get there. Hang on. So what I want you to do is walk your hands around, and maybe one hand stays on the chair and the other hand is on your ankle or on your thigh, and let your heart fall. There's that hamstring and outer thigh. Do you feel it? One more breath. Go ahead and walk center. And we're going to walk straight to the other side. Now I know the back of the chair is a little bit in the way, but that's okay. You can hold on to it. The other hand is on that other ankle. Woo, man, I feel inner thigh, outer thigh, and hamstring in this one. Let's go ahead and walk back center. All right, heel toe your feet back together and roll it up. How does that feel? Whoo, right? Straddle forward fold, just a little different version. I know, right? There's lots of versions of all of these. We're going to come to the other side of our chair, okay? So now I'm facing my chair again. So the leg next to the back of the chair is the one that's going to go under first. Back foot, I'm taking a step back. Not a huge step, right? It doesn't have to be a huge step. You're going to get the stretch in that front leg, I guarantee you, right? All 10 toes are facing forward. We're going to extend the spine long, belly button to spine. Keep the back flat as you lean forward. Put your hands in the seat of your chair. And maybe you bend your elbows and see if you can get a little more stretch in that front leg. You feel it? All right, let's come up nice and slow. And we're going to do that again. Extend the spine long, belly button to spine, hinge forward. Keep the back flat. Hands are in the seat of the chair. Elbows just bend as you let your heart fall, keeping the back flat. And come up. Now I'm going to take that back foot and I'm going to turn my toes out. My hips stay forward. My belly stays tight, right? Woo! Here we go. Extend the spine and hinge forward. Put your hands in that chair and let that heart fall. Let's go ahead and come up. And we're going to do that one more time. Here we go. Ooh, yeah. Keeping the hips square, not letting one hip come forward, letting that heart fall. And come up. All right. Now, we're going to take our feet at least the width of the chair legs. Maybe a little bit more if that's okay, right? But it's up to you. So mine are maybe just a little bit more, maybe that much more than the width of my chair legs. Okay. Now, take your toes and point them out at a diagonal of both legs. I don't know, I already feel it. I'm like, okay, I already feel it. So we're going to start from the center, okay? Belly button is tight. Keep the back flat. Let that heart fall forward. Put your hands in the chair and just let that heart fall. Okay. So there is our initial starting position. Now what we're going to do is we're going to walk our hands forward to that front leg. So put one hand there on that, whatever, the shin or the ankle. Your other hand is in the chair for support. Turn as much as you can. And then let that heart fall a little bit more. Woo, yeah. So you're feeling a lot of stretch, not only in the hamstring, but maybe in that side and inner thigh as well. Okay, go ahead and try to keep your heart down. Walk your hands back to the center. Get yourself let the heart sink a little bit here right in the center. Now we're going to walk over to that other leg, placing your other hand on that ankle or shin, letting the heart fall. All right, walk back center. Woo. Let the heart fall one final time. Go ahead and roll it up slowly and heel-toe your feet back together. Whew, how'd that feel? All right, let's come back to our chair. All we're going to do is a pigeon pose and we're done, okay? We're not even doing another pyramid. We've done enough pyramids. Okay. So remember, you can cross ankle to ankle or you can cross ankle to knee. We're going to extend the spine long and let the heart fall forward. Okay, let's rock our baby. And let's do that again. Extend the spine long and let the heart fall forward. And rock that baby. And we'll do it again. Why not? Right? Extend and hinge. Okay, let's do the other side. So remember, you can do it right at the ankle or you can do it up at the knee. Lift and hinge. All right, let it rock that baby. And we're going to do that again. Extend the spine long, let the heart fall forward, and feel the stretch. And come up, rock your baby. One final time. Okay, last time. Lift and hinge. Very good. Go ahead and sit back in your chair. Close your eyes. Palms are resting lightly on your thighs. Palms facing up. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Do what you can. What can you do? You can do what you can. If what you can do doesn't seem like enough, do it anyway. The more you do what you can, the more you can do. If you're feeling like it will take forever, that's an excellent reason to start right now. Do what you can as soon as you can, and you're on your way to making a difference. What will people say or think or do? That's all beyond your control, and all the more reason to do what you can. Your time, knowledge, skills, and resources are limited. So by all means, put them to good use and do what you can. Take every opportunity to move life a little bit in the direction you want it to go. Do what you can again and again, and you'll find yourself doing a lot more good than you ever could have imagined. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Extend the left arm long. Flip your palm to the ceiling. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Extend the right arm long. Flip the palm to the ceiling. Release it. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today, and if you haven't already, please click on that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.